'cause we got so much history. Here with you is where I'm meant to be. Even after all the pain, I do it all again, 'cause we got so much history. We got so much history wrapped up in these memories.
Yes, people, welcome back to another stream. Indeed, Sagara, it's good to be back. It's been about a month or 3 weeks since I've done a stream, so it's really, really good to be back. Today, I've got 3 guests joining me, including myself. We were supposed to have a few people. Big up Elliot, who is busy. He's playing pool. Joel didn't really give me a reason why he can't join. And Manny, unfortunately, isn't joining as well. Arrest has got a stream at 8 as well. So I tried to get some more guests. I think JPT is joining as well. He joined. I sent him the link. But we've got 3 amazing guests. None of them support Arsenal, actually, which is a surprise. One supports the Championship team. One supports a crap team from North London, and the other supports a Man United. So, so no Arsenal fans backing me up today. But I'm sure a few people will have a soft spot for Arsenal. But we've got 2 people watching. Let's check how many likes we have. We have 6 likes. So make sure you guys smash the likes. Let's get to 10 likes by the end of the stream. And guys, we are so close to my aim of 1,100 by the end of the year. We've got about 5 months to do it. We are on 1,082 subscribers. So we are 18 away from hitting 1,100, which will be a big aim for me. Honestly, I'll probably be a bit emotional when we hit it. It'll be really sad, emotional, and it'll be really happy to hit that milestone. I also recently hit 800 on my Instagram account, so big up for that. I've been doing regular mixes on my Mixcloud as well, and sped up songs on my SoundCloud. So I've been really busy at the moment, and I did take a break as well because I went to Turkey for a week last year. I know someone in the stream here went on holiday as well. I'm sure he had a great time. But yeah, let's add the guests now. Going to start off with the guy who made his debut on the last stream. He's a Tottenham fan. He's coming all the way from Germany today because he was on holiday in Israel, and now he's got a different setup now. Person who thinks Man City are going to win the league, and apparently Tottenham are going to finish 6th. It's Josh. How you doing, Josh?
All good, all good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, man. How are you?
Yeah, good stuff. Looking forward to the stream today. I think it's gonna be a good one.
Yeah, it's going to be a good one. Let me add my next guest. He's a Huddersfield fan. You all know him from Huddersfield Fan TV. Love his streams. He's got obviously not very happy at the moment. Huddersfield yet to win a game this season. Lost to Middlesbrough, Leicester, and they've got Middlesbrough coming up as well. And they think they lost their opening game against Plymouth. So it's not been looking good for them. Looks like a trip to League One for them. No signings made. He's obviously a regular on the channel. He's missed a few streams that he was on the last stream. So of course, Ryan, how you doing, Ryan?
Yes, big up, Ollie. Thank you for the reminder about a disaster start to the season, but of course it is what it is. That's football sometimes.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me on, and obviously I'm looking forward to the stream too. It should be a good one.
My next guest, I think it's his debut. I think he's been on the stream before. He's all the way from Kenya. He's a Man United fan. His name on here is Football Overseas, but his real name, you can call him Kyle. It is, of course, Football Overseas. How you doing, Kyle?
I'm doing okay, and you?
I'm good, I'm good. So yeah, looking forward to a fun stream, guys. We are going to be reviewing the game week 1. Obviously, the Premier League is back now. Man City kick-started the Premier League with a 3-0 win against Burnley. Then Arsenal kicked off the 12:30 kickoff games and won 2-1 against Forest. Newcastle were now top of the league with a 5-1 win over Aston Villa, and Aston Villa are now bottom of the league. Wins for Man United as well. They won on Monday yesterday 1-0 against Wolves. Also on Sunday, draws from Tottenham and Liverpool. Liverpool could have been 2-0 up, and it was offside, so it could have been 2-2, 2-1. And Tottenham drew 2-2 to Brentford as well. So it's been an interesting game week. It's really good to have the Premier League back, obviously, after a few months off. We've had pre-season, we've had signings, and now it's all over, and we can say the Premier League is back. So yeah, it's good to be back with the Premier League content. Obviously, I've done Arsenal Keep Going Sell, I've done the Premier League predictions, a transfer show, but it's really good to be back with the game week reviews. And I'm going to be more consistent with these because last season I did game week 10 to 35, so I missed out 9 game weeks, and then I missed out the last 3 game weeks as well. Let's go through the comments. Big up Aiden in the comments. First comment, big up man. He says, big up lads, hope you're all fine. And Ryan, is he a Huddersfield fan? Is he from your channel?
Yeah, he's from my channel. Yeah. Yeah.
Big up Aiden, big up. He said, big up lads, hope you're all okay. Thumbs up emoji. Big up, man.
Yeah.
Hopefully you're subscribed to the channel as well. And make sure you're liking the stream as well. But big up, mate, big up. All right, so we're going to start off with it. Obviously, Friday night kickoff kicked off the Premier League. James Trafford making his debut for Burnley, and of course, Haaland getting a double on his first game of the season. Is he going to get the golden boot again? Let's get the panel's thoughts now. Josh, I'm going to start off with you. Haaland on fire again. He's an absolute robot machine. James Trafford making his debut for Burnley as well. So yeah, a good win for Man City. What are your thoughts on this game?
I think overall it was a game where it was more an emotional game for Burnley in terms of than hope. I mean, you can everyone could have predicted that City would have beaten Burnley. I think Burnley should not take this game at all. At all, like anything. They should only look at the positive from this game, because when you think about it, the worst possible team to come up against when you're a newly promoted team is the champions of the previous season. And unfortunately for Burnley, they got Man City. I think Haaland is now going to start winning, every single golden boot in Premier League every single year. He did have a competitor for the past. In the past it was Harry Kane, but now because the best striker in the whole wide world has been departed in the Premier League, Haaland will be taking over that spot. And look, comfortable win for Man City. I don't think Man City should look into it too much. Because I don't think it was much of a test for them. I think, with no disrespect obviously to Burnley, I just think they need to play people on their levels. When we talk later on about the likes of West Ham and Fulham, sorry about that. You'll get to see that the teams they got to play against were actually their level. And we look at City, they play against Burnley. There's a big difference between quality and look. Vincent Company should be happy. He only conceded 3 goals. I'll be completely honest. And just move on to next game.
Yeah, big up, Josh. Ryan, I'm going to move on to you now. I just wanted to discuss something that Josh hasn't mentioned. James Trafford, Burnley debut. He is a former Bolton player as well. He spent 2 years at Bolton. Obviously, your thoughts on the game, and what was your thoughts on James Trafford's debut?
Yeah, obviously it was a game that we kind of knew going into it. Man City were going to win comfortably. Maybe surprised he may have not got a couple more, but it was a game that this game isn't gonna define what if Burnley stay up or not. It's not, is it? So
No.
they just have to focus on the upcoming games, and obviously, like I say, it was the toughest of starts, wasn't it? Really, let's be real. But at least they've got that one out of the way, and focus on the next games now. But James Trafford. I mean, I think it's a very good signing for Burnley. I think he's a very good keeper. He showed what he could do in the England 21s as well over the summer as well. He did very well there, and I do think that he's going to be a good keeper for them, and he'll probably be very busy a lot of the time because obviously the Premier League. It's I know they won the championship, but it's a big step up, as we know. And they're going to be on the back foot quite a lot, maybe a majority of the game, maybe most of the games. But very good signing. Man City win. I don't really want to say anything else about Man City. They won the game, and that's it really. It was expected.
Yeah, so we're going to go through the comments again. Big up, Aiden, of course, I'll put that comment up. Big up, Out of Time Podcast. I know you're in a meeting, so hopefully you can join after your meeting. I've got a big comment here from Aiden who says, look at Haaland, no one can stop him from scoring. It won't surprise me if he gets the golden boot again. Yeah, he's going to get the golden boot again, man. There's no doubt, obviously, 2 goals in his first game. We've got a long question as well here from Out of Time Podcast JPT. He said, how much will City be missing KDB, and what would they sign with to replace him? So let me just answer this first. So obviously, KDB is out for the season, which is a good news for us. And obviously, if we do play City, De Bruyne won't be in the squad. For me, who's going to replace him? Well, they signed Kovacic from Chelsea. So I do see him starting over him. They've obviously got a lot of options. Grealish, who wasn't even playing in the Burnley game, he can possibly start. They've got Calvin Phillips. They've got who else have they got? Obviously De Bruyne is their best player, and they've got Haaland. Yeah, of course, they've got a good team, but De Bruyne is going to be a big. But Josh, I want to get your thoughts on this comment. So, what's your thoughts on Man City losing De Bruyne, and who will replace him?
The one thing I say about City is that no matter who they lose, they always have someone to replace him with. Then it's always the fact that, let's say, you look at Stones or you look at Ake. They weren't in the team 2 years ago, and last year they were starting. You look at different players in the City squad can have a complete off form season, and they're just gonna now this season they're gonna go up. I think it's the same case with KDB. I think someone in the likes of Phil Foden, look, I think he's a brilliant player, but I think what he could have shown us a bit more last season. I think this season he's gonna show us so much this season. I think KDB will be filling in that KDB role, but I think obviously at the end of the day, it is a big loss for City. KDB is that is basically
So
the
who do you
man.
think will replace them, Josh? Who will replace KDB?
I'm going to say that they're gonna play Phil Foden in that cam
What about
role.
Kovacic?
He's not going to
Yeah.
be the one to replace him. Absolutely not. I think Kovacic is more of a central midfielder
Right. Okay.
player than than
So
attacking
Phil
player.
Foden's a winger. I don't see him playing in.
I see him though in terms
Yeah.
of that creativeness. I don't think there's many players. Obviously, you got Bernardo Silva that's just left.
Calvin Phillips, maybe.
Calvin Phillips is a CDM. He ain't gonna be playing up. Phil Foden will be playing an attacking midfielder and then trying
And
to
they've
pass
obviously got
out.
rid of Mahrez now as well. They've got rid of Mahrez.
They got rid of Mahrez.
Yeah.
Look, I've been on my stream. I've been questioning Man City's business this transfer window. Who am I to question? But at the end of the day, this is what we do.
Josh, I've got a question for you as well. You know, in the Burnley game, why didn't Grealish come on? Why was he on the bench?
Look, I didn't watch the Man City Burnley game, but from what I could, from what I might have thought is that when you start Jack Grealish, he offers you a lot. He does offer you a lot, Jack Grealish. But I think he's more effective coming off the bench than he is starting for Manchester City. I think he likes to go one-on-one against the defender, and he's more aggressive in terms of that finishing cross, in my opinion.
Yeah, I've got another comment here. Let me see who this is from. Here we go. Obviously, he's a Chelsea fan. He says, Kovan, no, he's CM more, if anything. I wonder if they go Kudus or maybe
Paqueta could be one.
Paqueta's a good option, yeah, from West Ham. Yeah. Ryan, before we move on to Carl, I want to get your thoughts. So KDB is out. Who do you think will replace him?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, they don't really have a direct replacement for me, from what I see. I mean, obviously, Foden potentially. But for me, it's big shoes to fill, isn't it? And it is a massive loss for them. And like I said, the transfer business they've done, you know, they haven't really done great for me. I don't think it's been that great. But yeah, probably Foden at the moment. But obviously, it depends. You know, they might get somebody else in like a Paqueta who would be a very good signing for them. But yeah, Foden probably. But Foden really, you know, like I say, last season he was very average, not very good. And I don't necessarily think, okay, this season obviously he might start playing again. We know what he's capable of, but I don't know. I just don't really think so, to be honest. But I don't know.
Yeah. So, Carl, moving on to, you know, obviously Ryan and Josh got their thoughts. What's your thoughts on the Man City game?
To be honest, I thought Man City is going to win 4-0. So I'm disappointed with that. But I expected them to, of course, beat Burnley by more than 2 goals. So it's a good result. But of course, them losing KDB will be a massive loss for them. But maybe the signing of Paqueta or Foden will be able to fill that gap in.
Yeah. I totally agree with what you're saying. Foden can get an big up. What's his name? JPT in the chat for suggesting Paqueta, obviously from West Ham. I would take him at Arsenal, to be honest. Obviously, we've got Declan Rice, so we don't really need him. But great player, Brazilian, plays for, you know, West Ham regularly. So really good to see. Really good to see if he does go to Man City. All right, we're moving on to now my team getting a W on their first game of the season. Obviously, 2-0 up. Great goals from Nketiah and Saka, and great assists from Saliba and Martinelli. So the game started 12:30 kickoff. It was supposed to be 12:30, but it got delayed to 1 o'clock because of the e-ticket system, and there was 35,000 fans stuck outside the stadium. But luckily, by 1 o'clock, it was all done, and the stadium was full. So the game begun 30th minute. Martinelli skilled and passed it to Nketiah, and Arsenal scored their first Premier League goal with Nketiah, who is in for the injured Jesus. So good goal for him, and good for him to get a goal with Jesus injured, and the fans went crazy. Then an amazing assist from Saliba and great goal from Saka, one of the goals of the season so far, apart from Haaland's bar off the bar one. That was pretty good. No penalties as well, so all the goals were from open play. And then obviously we were 2-0 up half time. We could have looked like keeping a clean sheet until the 81st minute, where Elanga and Anawi, who came on, bear in mind, guys, Anawi is an Arsenal fan. He's just playing for Nottingham Forest. So both players off the bench come on and get a goal and assist, which was a bit annoying to not keep a clean sheet. But listen, we move to Crystal Palace away next. Hopefully we get a clean sheet there. Our away record against Palace is very good. Obviously, last season we started off our season with a 2-0 win over Crystal Palace. So I expect the same to happen. But let's get the panelists' thoughts now. Obviously, we've got Kyle, Josh, and Ryan. I'm going to start off with you, Ryan, because I started off with Josh in the last game. So, Ryan, good win for Arsenal against Nottingham Forest. What's your thoughts on this game?
Yeah, obviously it was a good win. I did expect the win. Obviously, maybe a couple. Maybe I didn't expect Forest to score potentially, or maybe thinking it was going to be a clean sheet, but didn't end up that way. But obviously, a big boost for Nketiah getting a goal. Obviously, early on first game, maybe. Confidence is a big thing in football, as we know. So the fact he's been able to get a goal might help him. As the season goes along, depending on how much game time he gets. But yeah, that was a good start for him. Obviously, Saka with a great goal too. Yeah, Forest weren't really in this game. Well, I know they got a late goal, but they didn't really test Arsenal that much throughout the afternoon. So even though the scoreline suggests otherwise, it seemed fairly comfortable, for Arsenal. So, I did think that Arsenal would win this game anyway, and they did. So yeah, like I say, good win. Obviously, Forest will have to bounce back from this in the next game. But yeah, that's my thoughts really.
Yeah, moving on to you now, Josh. Of course, I know you don't like talking about Arsenal because you're a Tottenham fan. But let's go your thoughts on the game. Good win for Arsenal to kickstart the season.
Hang on there. All right. Look, I don't mind talking about Arsenal. At the end of the day, you got to respect the opposition. I mean, look, at the end of the day, a 2-1 result versus Nottingham Forest is not good enough. If Tottenham Hotspur would have drawn, if Tottenham Hotspur would have won Nottingham Forest 2-1, we would have been getting, getting crap from everyone. At the end of the day, we would have. And then it's annoying because you want to end the. I'm getting into your mind that you want to end the game on a clean sheet. You've been up to the 82nd minute. I'm pretty sure you were 2-1. You were 2-0.
Yeah, 81st.
And then bang on the 81st minute, bang, they score a goal. That's the thing that happened to Tottenham Hotspur. I think it was last season, no, 2 seasons ago, where we would get some. We would keep when we were with Mourinho. We would keep the goals. Like we would score a goal. We would defend, but then always at the last 5-10 minutes of the game, we would get smashed, and that's the reason. We'd concede a goal.
Josh, I've got an example when you were obviously 3-3 against Liverpool, and then obviously Liverpool scored again to win. Yeah,
exactly.
That's a good example.
And that's exactly what you guys did last year, and you had to pay the price. You didn't stick to your goal. Your goal was to win the Premier League, and unfortunately, in the last 10 minutes of the season, you fumbled the league and you bottled the league. And that's the thing that as much as you want to say you're a great team, there's no word to respect, but it's fact. As much as you want to say you're a great team, you can have the best team in the world, but you need to have the leadership qualities and you need to have the experience in your team. When you go 2-0 up against Nottingham Forest in your 80th minute in, you cannot concede a goal. And
it was a good goal, to be fair, though, Josh. It was a good goal.
It doesn't matter, though. It doesn't matter. Lanzini's goal against Tottenham Hotspur and West Ham, yeah? It was a fantastic goal. Fair play. Like a couple seasons ago, it's a fantastic goal where you hit the crossbar. It was a fantastic goal, but you shouldn't be conceding those goals at the end of the game. 10 minutes, 15 minutes towards the end of the goal, towards the end of the game. You should, if you're winning, you should want to control the game comfortably. Look at City; they're comfortable on the ball. The last 10, 15 minutes, yeah, you don't see the likes of United, Liverpool, Chelsea all going straight for it. You see them calming down. If they get an opportunity, they go for it. But if they don't, they just calm, play the ball sideways. That's what Arsenal need to get in their head. They need to get in their head. They need to think, we are a big side now. Let's face it, Arsenal are a big side now. 2 seasons ago, I wouldn't call you a big side, but
Yeah.
now you are. And it's about time you get into the big boys' heads and you're like, okay, we're in the 77th, 78th minute. We're approaching the end of the game. We're winning 1-0. We're winning 2-0. Saliba, Gabriel, come. Let's do a bit of passes here. Declan Rice, come forward. Let's do a bit of passes here. If you guys go all the way and constantly want to score goals, you will just get the goals conceded, unfortunately. But overall, first game back, not bad. 2-1 win over Nottingham Forest, not bad at all. I personally would take that.
Yeah, full go on to Carl. I didn't really get my thoughts on the Man City game. I thought it was a good win. I did watch the game. Really good to have the Premier League back. For me, all eyes on James Trafford. I am a secret Bolton fan. I really do like Bolton. He was Bolton's #1 for 2 seasons, and then he decided to go back to Man City, and then he went to Burnley on a free transfer. So, listen, it's a very good signing for Burnley. He's their #1 keeper. He's obviously, as Ryan said, he proved himself in the under-21s where we won the Euros, saved a penalty and saved another save after that, and he kept a clean sheet in every game he played. 6 games he played without conceding a goal. Same for Bolton. He brought Bolton up in the league. He stayed with them for another season, similar to what Ben Foster's done. He came out of retirement to play for Wrexham, and now he's stayed another season for Wrexham as they're in League Two now. Obviously, they were in non-league last season. They've got their own documentary with Ryan Reynolds and Rob. Listen, good win for Man City. They move, obviously, Newcastle at home next, and really good news for Haaland captains. 2 goals for Haaland. Bonus points as well if you have him in fantasy.
Big up the bonus points.
Yep. And then I've actually bought in Rodri because Grealish didn't play. So Rodri got 13 points. Kyle Walker got me 5 points as well. And then Grealish didn't play. So João Pedro came on for me. But listen, 77 points. I'm not going to complain. Isaac as well. We'll talk about the Newcastle game. Absolutely brilliant, getting 2 goals. I was going to put Watkins in, but I changed it last minute. And it was a great paid off. Right transfer. One of the best transfers I made. Ramsdale and goal let me down, but I'm playing him next week, and hopefully he can get a clean sheet for me. Let's move on to this game before I get on to Carl. I'll get my thoughts, and then we're going to move on to the next game. As an Arsenal fan, I do get what Josh is saying. 81st minute, you want to keep a clean sheet. You want to get the game. You want to win 2-0. Alanga came on. Alanga is a brilliant player, played very well for Man United, and he's got the move to Nottingham Forest, where obviously he's on the bench, but he will hopefully as soon prove himself that he can start in the team. Great pace, passed it to Naui, and Naui is of course going to score. Nothing Ramsdale could have done about it. Nothing the defenders could have done about it. And look, that's the only negative I take from the game. We conceded a goal against a former an Arsenal fan who actually, I'm not lying, he is an Arsenal fan, and the commentator even said it as well. Matt Turner as well. We can talk about him. Obviously, just moved to Nottingham Forest, playing against his former team, conceding 2 goals. For me, I never rated Turner. He played all right in the Europa League. Obviously, Carl Heaton played in the Carabao Cup, and we lost to City in the FA Cup, which was his fault. So yeah, good move for him. He's going to be Nottingham Forest #1 now. And they've got a home fixture against Sheffield United, so we'll see what he's like then. Obviously, he made 5 saves in the game as well, which is very good for him. But conceding 2 goals in the debut is not good enough. And obviously, today we have got the news that David Raya has signed for Arsenal on a $3 million loan, and we're going to pay 27 million if he's good enough. But he's wearing the number 32 shirt, which is what Aaron Ramsdale wore when he came to the club. So listen, he's an Arsenal player. We've made 4 signings now, and possibly 5 before deadline day. Listen, I think it's a 10 out of 10 window for me. You can't, maybe even 11 out of 10, because we've brought in Declan Rice for 105 million. Brilliant signing. He's done really good for us. Replaced Straka. We've brought in Timber. Obviously, Timber isn't injured now, and he'll be out for a few months, similar to KDB. But he's a brilliant left back. Sorry, Joel, who's not on stream. He thinks Zinchenko's worse than Timber. You can't base a player who's played 2 games for Arsenal to a player who scored 1 goal, played 27 games, got 2 assists. I'm sorry, you cannot compared Timber to Zinchenko. Zinchenko has won a Premier League. He scored a goal in his debut, or one of his first goal for Arsenal. He's got 2 assists. What's Timber done? He did well in the Community Shield, and he got a yellow card in the Premier League. That proves that Zinchenko is better. And I don't want to hear Raya is better than Ramsdale, because there is no way Raya is better than Ramsdale. Ramsdale is our number 1 keeper. He is staying our number 1 keeper, and Raya is not coming.
Ramsdale, let's face it, he is.
No, he's not. No, he's no.
Yeah, but Ramsdale's going to be under pressure now. He's got competition all in.
Exactly, he's got competition, but he's not going to be number 1.
Yeah, but Ollie, something that all I'm saying all Arsenal fans said last year was that Aaron Ramsdale's distribution is fine. All Arsenal fans said that there was barely anything wrong with Ramsdale, and you've seen it. That Ramsdale's distribution is questionable.
Listen. It happened when we had Leno, right? So Leno was our number 1. Ramsdale wore the number 32 shirt, and everyone was slating him, saying it was a shit signing. We shouldn't have signed him, or why have we signed Ramsdale from Sheffield United? He used to play for Bournemouth. Listen, he got state. He proved himself wrong. He's now our number 1, and this is going to happen to Raya. We signed Matt Ryan on a loan. And
Ramsdale's distribution.
So what? All goalkeepers make a mistake. All goalkeepers make a mistake.
I'm saying it's like when Hugo Lloris for us.
Exactly. You can't complain. You've got Hugo Lloris in goal.
I know.
And he's not even starting for you.
Not at the end. Not right now. But all last year.
Who's your goalkeeper now then? Who's
Vicario? But that's not the point. 2 years ago, when Hugo Lloris was absolutely outstanding for us, his distribution was crap. Yeah. Everyone was saying, "Oh, Hugo Lloris is crap because his distribution is bad. Because his distribution bad, the keeper is bad." So what?
Ramsdale has saved 2 penalties before Raya's come in. Raya can't do that, and Ramsdale never saves penalties. Plus,
I personally would take Raya over Ramsdale.
If he would have kept a clean sheet in this game, you would have been saying different. Because he called a late goal, Raya's better than Ramsdale because always Brentford's number 1, and he's got all these saves. Raya has not finished second in the Premier League, has he? Raya has not won a Community Shield. Raya has not kept more than 10 clean sheets in a season. What has Raya done? He plays for Brentford. Brentford is shit.
He plays for Brentford. Okay, if you're saying Brentford are shit, yeah, then where should they finish? Where should they finish?
They should finish 10th at best.
All right, and because Raya was there, they finished 8th or 9th.
He hasn't even played a Premier League game for Arsenal yet. So how can you base a player who's never played a game for Arsenal on a player who's played more than 50 games for Arsenal?
I'm basing it on the fact that Raya played for Brentford and Ramsdale
Brentford are rubbish. Exactly. He played for Brentford.
Brentford are not rubbish. No.
They've come in from the Championship. This is their second season.
No, they are not rubbish, Ollie. They are not rubbish.
Explain to me why they're not rubbish.
If you say that they are rubbish,
explain to me why they aren't rubbish then. How are they not rubbish?
They're not rubbish. They're actually overperforming.
They've lost Ivan Toney.
Yes.
Evidently, they're not because they finished. Where did they finish last year? 8th or 9th? I can't remember.
8th.
That is overachieving. That's overachieving.
Yeah, but they've lost Ivan Toney.
Yes,
doesn't matter. It doesn't mean that David Raya is bad. If David Raya is better than Ramsdale.
Yeah, but you can't say Raya's. No. We'll be saying that when Raya concedes 10 goals in the Champions League, okay? Ramsdale is going to be our number 1 in the Premier League, and he's not going to be. Raya's only going to play for cup games, okay? We've bought Raya in for our number 2 choice keeper. He's not going to play over Ramsdale.
I don't know. I would take Raya.
I disagree. I think Raya.
I disagree.
Why do you disagree? Raya's not going to be number 1.
Ramsdale, I'm sorry, but his distribution is poor. But also, he looks a bit shaky as well when he's got, when he gets found.
Ramsdale saves. Yeah.
Have you seen that penalty against Leicester?
I'm not talking about penalties. I'm on about from corners. He looks quite vulnerable. He doesn't always collect the ball with confidence.
He's good at corners. He
flaps at stuff sometimes.
Right, let's look at the goal he conceded against Nottingham Forest. There's nothing he could have done about it. Anthony
I actually saw it. Does that make Hugo Lloris an incredible goalkeeper 2 years ago?
Hugo Lloris is rubbish. He shouldn't be your number 1.
Okay, 2 years ago. Does that make Hugo Lloris insane because he saved someone's shot? It doesn't make a keeper really good if he saves someone's shot. It doesn't mean that. You have to look at everything. And if I look in general, if I look at Arsenal's defence compared to Brentford's defence, and I look at the keepers there, I would take Raya ahead of Ramsdale. If Ramsdale has Brentford's defence, are you saying he would concede less goals than Raya?
Yeah.
Nah.
Ole, no,
Nah.
Ole, you do.
Ollie, I have to disagree.
All right, we need
mate.
to move. We need to move on. We need to move on.
No.
We're not getting into this. Kyle, what's your thoughts on the Arsenal game?
For me, I'm happy that Arsenal. I'm happy that my former player, managed to score against you guys. Is it
Who?
score or assist?
Who scored?
Alanga.
Oh, Alanga. Oh no, don't talk to me about Alanga, man. It was a lucky goal. He came off on the
Nah,
bench, man.
he's good. That's why.
So was it a
It's
good
not
goal? Or was it a
lucky.
lucky goal?
It was a lucky goal.
Nah, it
So-
wasn't a
so-
lucky goal.
So Raya did a mistake then, or Ramsdale did a mistake. It wasn't a good save then.
Bro, Turner was rubbish. I'm glad we got rid of Turner. He conceded 2 goals.
No,
and kept-
who was in goal? Who was just in goal right now?
Ramsdale.
Okay, and you just said that you just said that Nottingham Forest's goal was amazing.
No, I didn't. I said it was lucky.
Oh, I thought you said before Nottingham Forest's goal was amazing.
Yeah, because it was, but it was lucky. It was amazingly lucky.
No, it can't be amazingly lucky.
That's
It
it,
has to be
that's
bloody-
nothing
With
cannot
poor
be.
defending.
Exactly, poor defending, and that's
It
why we
was
brought
poor
on Gabriel
defending.
Martinelli.
I'm
That's
sorry,
why
but
Arteta brought on Gabriel, because we were trying to
Oh
be
my
defensive to win the
he's
game.
not the he's not the
Hey.
answer, Ole. He's awful. He's not...
Just admit,
my
just admit your
God.
defense or your keeper was crap. I'm gonna go back.
Just admit Tottenham are going to get relegated.
No, I don't think that. But I will admit when I'm wrong. Wait, you're wrong. You're wrong.
Bro, you just lost Harry Kane and you've got a shit manager.
We'll get on to Tottenham. We'll get on to Tottenham soon. We'll get on to Tottenham soon.
All right, we've got a comment here from the Adderton Podcast says, nowadays keepers need distribution skills as well as stop shotting.
Facts.
It's more than not. I'm talking about him. Here he is. JPT, how you doing?
Oh, big up, everybody. How y'all doing?
JPT, where's your camera?
Sucks. Oh, well, long story short, I just had to come off camera for a second just because I had too much coffee this morning before the meeting, so I'll just leave it at that. But how's everyone doing?
Oh, big up.
Good, all
big up.
good.
So, Carl, let's get your final thoughts
Yeah.
on the game. So, do you think Arsenal deserve to win the game?
Yeah, I believe Arsenal deserve to win the game, but why did you buy Raya though?
Oh, whoops, sorry.
No respect, no respect, no respect, no respect, no respect there for Tottenham fans. Actually,
No,
wait.
Tottenham performed badly. Yeah,
Sorry. That's better. That's better.
just wait for
there we go.
That's better. That's better.
I'm
All right,
interested
Josh,
to
we're
hear.
going to start
I'll
with you
be.
because, of course, you're the Tottenham fan here. Take it away.
100%.
Take away. What's your thoughts on this game, man? Draw against
All right.
Brentford.
Look, I'll be completely honest. I would take a draw all day. I did not expect us to win. Actually, I did. I'm not gonna lie. I did. I thought we were gonna win, but you have to think. You have to think about the positives. You have to think about the positives. Yeah. No Harry Kane. Okay. We've been
what
called
positive is
Harry.
there?
What?
What positive?
No, what do you want positives? There's a lot of positives here. Number one, no Harry Kane. Okay. Where's the goals coming? We've answered that, where the goals are going to come from. No Harry Kane, where are the assists / playmakers going to come from? We've answered that. No Harry Kane, we've answered most of the questions. The only questions we haven't answered is who's going to be the main man to score the goals now. I mean, you got to also think about Romero, our best defender, came off in the 30th minute after scoring goal. So we were around 60 or it was 50 minutes without him. You have to think about the fact that we had Destiny Udogie and Mickey van der Ven making their debuts. Okay, they've never played alongside each other on the left side of the pitch. Making their debuts, they played unbelievable. Okay, then you have to look at the fact that James Maddison, okay, is going to be the main man now, and he's trying to, sort things through, trying to find the passes, trying to teach everyone where to go, what to do. We've answered that. That was unbelievable by James Maddison. Overall, great, fantastic performance from Tottenham. It's just
Bro, you drew the game. How is it a fantastic performance?
It was a brilliant performance. Attacking football.
You
it was a bad
drew.
performance.
You didn't win the game.
I'm saying.
You need
The
to win
only
the game though.
It was.
Only
You need to
the
win the game
only-
before
the
you say you had a
only-
perfect
You have to
performance.
win. You have
Yeah,
to
No,
exactly.
what-
You
what
have
is
to
that?
win the game. You can't draw a game and say you had a good performance.
A fantastic
That's
No,
like
performance.
no, no.
that's
I
like
can say that,
losing and
but
say you had a good
Are you
performance.
I
saying?
would say
Are you
that
saying you
Spurs should
have?
have lost.
Yeah, a draw feels like a loss. You lost the
Okay,
game.
okay, wait.
No, no,
Okay,
no, no,
okay.
no,
Number
no,
one,
no,
you do
not
not
that,
need
not
to
that.
win a game to play brilliantly. What is
But
that?
look at
Exactly.
Wolves. They
I
played a
agree
good
with
game
that.
and they lost. Wolves
So
lost
did they
the
play a
game.
good? Did they play brilliantly or did they not?
Who?
They got unlucky.
Wolves.
Yes,
got
they played
unlucky.
brilliantly.
So, mate,
But
are you hitting
Spurs didn't play well. Spurs are rubbish. You
Nah,
can't
nah,
even
nah.
beat Brentford.
Okay,
Brentford
no,
are
no,
crap.
no,
First
this,
first days are bad.
Sorry, I can't do this. I can't do this, lads. No, let's be honest now. Come on, you can't say one thing and retract it. You said you can't be brilliant and not win a game, but then you look at Wolves and they played brilliantly but didn't win a game. What?
No, but also let's look at Spurs
No,
also.
yeah, but you can't say Tottenham are rubbish. That's bullshit. Come on, let's be
Yeah,
real. Let's
yeah,
be
you
real.
are.
No. Come on, let's be
Yeah,
real.
you are.
You are.
Nah,
We know, but mate,
nah,
let's
you are
just be
about the
real.
club.
We're a banter club, mate. What team you support?
He supports Man
You
United.
support Man United, mate. You
Yeah.
basically buy everyone, and you haven't finished like first in how long? Please explain to me.
No,
How
but
long?
at least
You
we
haven't won. No,
finished
shut up.
above
No,
you.
man.
Tottenham,
You
you
haven't won a
haven't won a
trophy.
trophy.
You haven't won a trophy.
At
In
least
how
we
Yeah,
long?
you
finished
haven't won
above
a
you
trophy
though.
in
Please
like
explain.
what 5,000
In how long
days.
you haven't won a trophy, mate?
You
You're
haven't won
out
a
of here.
trophy in
Yeah,
like 5,000
yeah, but
days.
what club have we won
That's
though?
well known. But that's well known. Tottenham are well known for that. Come on, man.
Just get
That
back to your
Tottenham are well known
And
for that.
Kane can't even win a trophy at Bayern Munich. So why has he gone there?
But mate, lads, you're bringing the most deluded things into this conversation. Number one,
Nah,
you're saying Tottenham are rubbish. You're saying Tottenham are rubbish. If you're trying to be real and
no,
professional, yeah, mate, let's talk this out. Why do you think Tottenham are rubbish? Honestly, why do you think Tottenham are rubbish? Let's
Because
be
you
real.
can't beat Brentford. That's an easy game. You should be winning.
It's not an easy game at Brentford.
Mate,
Ola.
how the hell is Brentford an easy game? How?
I mean,
you
they're
should have at
without
least
Tony,
won
they're
by
without their
2-1.
goalkeeper.
They just saw David Raya. They had to play Mark Fledden.
Mate, you know a team
And they've lost Ivan
consists
Toney.
of
They had to
11
play
players.
Wissa.
But
Bremo
they
is
play well
unbelievable.
together. I'll be real. Brentford do play well
Yeah, they
together,
played
even
well,
without
but
Tony, even
Brentford
without.
aren't a top 6 team. Brentford
Ollie,
aren't a top-
Ollie, do you just think that Arsenal are the best in the world and no one
They
competes
are.
with Arsenal?
No, you're
Yeah,
not.
Yes,
look, lads.
They are. They're up there with one of the best teams in the. Anyway, JPC, big up for joining. Obviously you're a Chelsea fan. Let's get your thoughts on the game, Chelsea. Bit of a boring game, but what's your thoughts on the Chelsea game? 1-1.
This is where I'll agree with Josh. Where like you don't have to win the game to not look or to not be impressive.
Thank
We
God.
drew. We look good. I would say that in to be honest with Josh, that I would say that Spurs, just like Man United, got lucky with the point to say, God, Spurs, they had to pull off like a brilliant shot from Emerson Royal to get that. And yes, unfortunate for Romero that he was taken out early, but precaution. So I give respect to your new manager for doing so. But for us, we started off really bad. We were looking unorganized with Disasi and Levi Kowo, kind of not playing well together. It's the first game, they're so young. But once after the like I'd say like the 15th minute, they started clicking, and then from the second half on, we dominated. It does give life to back at the bridge. That there was like swift movement, like there was build up play. There was it gave hope, in which was lacking all of last season. So it's and also just to get the W off the pitch. It's so I like to go with the joke that we ended up beating Liverpool 3-1 with stealing Lavia from under them, and then Caicedo, and then John. I mean John.
Oh,
That was
Caicedo's a
John W.
brilliant
Henry.
signing.
Oh yeah.
Also, what's your thoughts on Robert Sanchez?
I mean, just I compare this to like how you were describing right now with the whole Ramsdale David Raya situation. You don't bring in goalkeepers like that unless they're here to replace the other one. I know in your situation it's alone,
Yeah,
but they're looking at that.
Your best keepers, so you've sold both your best keepers, and we haven't.
Well, we sold. I mean, he's on loan right now to Madrid, so we haven't.
Well, no, you got rid of Mendy, and Kepa's gone on loan to Real
Oh,
Madrid,
okay.
so you got rid of both your
Yeah.
keepers basically. And you obviously,
Right.
I think Robert Sanchez is a good sign because he did well for Brighton. He's their number one. I rate him as a
And
keeper.
now he's back with his old goalkeeper coach.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think he's
for me,
here to stay.
did this draw feel like a win for you, or was it feel like a loss?
Well, if we didn't have that last second opportunity with Nico Jackson just cutting through the Liverpool team and then just
I
giving
swear
it
you
off
had an
to
offside goal
Mikhail
though. You had
Mudryk.
an offside goal.
We did.
You had an
So
offside goal.
so did Liverpool.
Yeah, they
So
did.
did Liverpool as well. But
yeah.
we
So
had
it
that
could have
last
easily
second
been
chance
2-2.
where like
It
we
could have been easily
could have
been
put it away.
2-2.
2-2. But I'm just talking about the last second
By the way, I
opportunity
called Samuel.
from Mudryk.
I called Samuel Jackson Michael Jackson.
That's racist. All it's fine, but I do have hope for this season. But as long as barring injuries, that's the one thing that especially now that we've like officially like it doesn't matter if we got him over the line, but 115 million pounds for anybody. I mean, maybe I'm just so set in the ways where like if you broke 100 mil, it's like you're getting a Ronaldo or a Messi type of level
And
player.
also,
Now it's like
also breaking news: Neymar has signed for a Saudi club for 90 million.
and he's gonna get paid what 300 million euros over 2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Josh,
Yeah,
you
but-
still have a chance. Pick up the
300
ball.
million.
But mate, why can't they take Mario?
Get Mbappe, mate.
Why?
Get Mbappe.
Mate, why are Tottenham the only team that the Saudis don't want to sign anyone? What is this?
Bro,
Take
Gabriel
Mbappe.
wants
Right
to
now,
go to the
you're-
No,
Saudi.
because you have bad players, that's why.
And you're getting
Yeah, you've got bad players. No one wants
a Champions League finalist.
Bro, mate,
Spurs
put your
are
camera
linked
on.
with the Champions League
camera on, let's talk.
finalist of Romelu
Kyle, put your
Lukaku.
camera
You
on,
guys are
put
gonna
your
be
camera
sorted.
on.
You guys are good.
Mate,
Yeah.
There we go.
look, no, seriously. I think when you talk about Chelsea, yeah, I was just so you know, I was about to banter you with the amount of money you spent, but at the end of the day, you've sold, and so you've basically made money and sold whatever. Point is though, we're talking about City and how much they bought the Premier League. We can say that, but now it's starting to be reality. You look at the likes of Arsenal, who are starting to spend 100 mil. They start to spend 100 mil. You look at Tottenham, they're closing on to that 100 mil. They spent 60 something mil on Richie. Okay. You look at Chelsea, who basically every other day buy someone for 100 mil. No disrespect, it's just fact. You look at United are spending 100 mil, huh?
And they sell
It was
players.
over 100 mil.
No, but
And they
you see
sell
teams
players.
are now.
Like there's only one
It's a
player,
new norm.
actually.
It's a new norm, Josh.
Yeah, that's the new normal. And at the end of the day, you look at Klopp, okay, and he's saying, whenever this starts to be the norm, I'm gonna quit football. But mate, it is what it is. It is what it is. Look, that's the normal money spending like this. It is what it is.
Well, I like that post.
I mean, it's your channel. But I
Yeah,
mean,
it's
no,
my
but Josh
channel,
is
yeah, subscribe to
right.
my
I mean,
channel.
it's a
I'm on
new
the-
norm.
yeah.
I mean, is it Paqueta going for like didn't West Ham deny 80 mil
Yeah.
to City?
Because
Now
that's how much
we
West
want
Ham.
101.
That's how much West Ham.
Yeah, well, they've
Paqueta. You
West
need
Ham
to go by
rejected
based on
Declan
what the
Rice as
club.
well. So
It is what it is. It is what it is.
West
And that's
Ham
what this
rejected.
whole thing with Harry Kane.
West Ham rejected Declan Rice, and they accepted Arsenal's bid. So
With Arsenal, if you guys rate Declan Rice, so you said, okay, we're gonna go and sign Declan Rice. You rated him, so you said, okay, we're gonna go splash the money. It is what it is. If you rate the player, you have to go for him. You can't expect, let's say, Chelsea to go and release, I don't know, Sterling for, let's say, 25 mil if they rate him at 30 mil. You can't expect. You have to pay the fee that the club rates him at. It is what it is.
But not only that, but you could also have to consider that
Arsenal, they
the need
overpaid
of
for
the
Rice, though.
potential buyers.
Well, I didn't hear a word he said. I have no idea what he
well,
said.
JPT, repeat what you said.
Well,
JPT.
not just what the club. Can you hear me? Hello.
Yeah, we can hear you. Can you
Yeah.
hear him?
Yeah.
Sorry. Just not only just what the club rates him at, because I mean, that's what the whole point of what the Moises BS was going on, but also the need for the club or the potential buyers of how are they willing to spend that, because Arsenal, they need to spend that, And that's why I don't give crap to Arsenal for like, oh, you guys should spend 105 million pounds on Rice. So, you know he might not be all that. They needed him. They needed him, so they spent what they needed to. Granted, it was a little bit of a push from City, but it is just the way of the game now. So it's not just like I think this player is worth 30, but if I know that you need him badly and willing to spend 40, I'll put the rate at 40. I mean, it's just how negotiations work.
That's what it is right now. I mean, at the end of the day, you know, we have to accept it. And you look at the likes of Real Madrid, Barcelona. They used to be the bigger teams than everyone, but now you got the likes of City, Chelsea. I'm not putting Arsenal and Tottenham in that category yet because we don't have the money yet. But you look at the likes of Chelsea, City, PSG are always in there. Real Madrid, not even putting Barcelona in that. Them
Barcelona?
four, and obviously, no,
Oh.
not Barcelona because they're bankrupt. Don't got money.
Oh,
Saudis,
exactly. Yeah.
all
No, but
them
how?
five,
But how
all
is
them
Bayern
five.
Munich,
yeah.
Bayern Munich, because they bought Kane.
No,
Bayern
Bayern Munich
Bayern
aren't
Munich.
in it because I don't think they have the
But they
pool. They
bought
don't have the
Kane.
pool.
They bought
Yeah, but they
Kane.
don't have the pool. They don't have the pool. It's
They
like
don't have the money though.
the only reason why I'm saying Real Madrid are in it is because I rate La Liga and I rate Real Madrid. And
They
the only
got
reason
Kepa, mate.
I know.
No, but Real Madrid
That's
cannot
not the point.
spend 400 million.
What?
He said Real Madrid
They
can't
said they
spend
can't
200
spend.
million.
Mate, of
Yeah.
course they
Right.
can. Look at them. They want to buy Mbappe. What are you on about? Of course they
They're
can.
not going to buy
But they
Mbappe,
need to
and
get the
Mbappe's going to
funding.
stay at PSG.
I'm saying
Mbappe's-
if they wanted to, they offered 200 mil last year. They offered
No,
150 mil for him last year.
but see that 200 million was saved money. It wasn't like sitting around. It was saved up.
Yes, but I'm saying those clubs can spend that money. And my point is that it is what it is. This is the big league now, and those clubs will be coming for players. And the next one up in that club, unfortunately for me to say, is Arsenal. Arsenal, if they do well
Oh
this
my-
season, what? That's a compliment, mate.
We
I'm
spent
saying
what,
that
200
I'm saying that's a
million
compliment
this
that you're.
window? How are you saying we're
No,
not in the category?
mate. Listen. I'm saying that Arsenal, if they do well this season, they do well in the Champions League, they'll have the Champions League that will drive players to them. They'll have the Arsenal history in general that will drag players to them. They'll have the Premier League status that will drag players to them. And the fact that Arsenal are just improving that to drag players to them. And the money. So at the end of the day, Arsenal will be in that category. Tottenham won't be in that category yet in the next 2 years because we don't have number one, we don't have that any drag anymore. We don't have the Champions League to drag players to us. We don't have we do have the history, but still not many people know about that. And the only ones we really was there is Daniel Levy and Harry Kane and Madders was there, but now we don't. So that's a compliment. Arsenal are now going to be, if they do well this season, to the big boys league with the money. It is what it is.
All right, Josh, let's move on now. Kyle, the only team we haven't talked about, obviously, Man United. Yesterday beat Wolves 1-0. Rashford didn't score. Goal from Varane. Wolves played very well, but were unlucky with the result. Kyle, if you're there, what are your thoughts on the game as a United fan? Kyle? You're muted, Kyle.
Just like United, they disappeared.
Can't unmute because they...
Must be his
Kyle, are you
signal.
there?
Yeah, I'm back
I
now.
can't. Oh, there we go. What are your thoughts on the game as a United fan?
As I said before, United we didn't deserve to win this game.
And why don't you think you were worthy to win this game?
Because of the way we played, and
Because they
also
were
that
shit. Let's be honest.
now we're better than Tottenham.
Yeah,
to
but
be
if they were
honest.
shit, how did they win the game? How did they win the game if they were shit?
I never said you can't win the game if you're shit.
They scored a goal, so how are they shit?
Okay. I said they played shit.
What?
They played crap.
Yeah, they played crap, but they still won the game. It's similar to us.
Yeah, we
we
still
won the
won the
game.
game.
We
Yeah,
got
and
lucky at the end.
I'm just saying they played bad. I'm just saying they played bad.
No, but we played
Yes,
better
they
than
played bad, but
Tottenham.
they won the game. Yeah,
No, but at least
I know.
no, but at least we were not needing to score an equalizer like you guys were to draw a game.
Hey, all I said is you played bad. Just accept it. What's wrong with you? I don't get it.
No, I'm just saying United is still better than Tottenham.
I don't care. I don't care. No one asked. No one asked. Literally, no one asked. I just said you played bad. Accept it. I said Tottenham Hotspur played bad as well. What? I didn't say Tottenham played bad. I said
No,
we
you said
Yeah,
Tottenham
well.
Hotspur
accept
I
played
it.
said they played
amazing.
well.
You
But
said Tottenham Hotspur played amazing.
but
You didn't say
if
they
you
played
ask
bad.
everyone, I know. I said we played amazing. But if you ask most people would say United played bad. What's wrong with that?
Yeah, because
No, but
Wolves are a bad team, but they won.
Okay, and what's the point? I don't get it.
That's like us.
and
We
and
won
and
the
Wolves,
game, but
and
no one
Wolves
was
is not
better.
like Brentford at least.
Sorry. I'm not understanding something. I say yes, they won, but they were shit. Okay, and they won. Okay, it's good for them. Tottenham Hotspur played great, but they drew. That can happen in football. You know that can happen in football, right? Just so we're
No, but
clear.
but Wolves is better than Brentford in terms of quality.
Well, clearly not because they were fighting relegation last year, and now Brentford aren't, and now Brentford won. What? Mate, I'm sorry, but you're deluded. Honestly, you're deluded. It's delusional. I'll let you speak. Go for it. I'll just.
Carl,
Go on, mate. Go on.
go on, Carl.
Nah, I'm not speechless.
He's speech.
Mate,
Who's that
I
siren in the
honestly-
background? Who
Not
is
from
that
my
siren?
side.
Can you mute your mic?
I'm muted. I'm
It was-
muted.
Not for me.
Oh, is that you, Carl? Yeah, I think it's Carl.
No, it's not.
Anyway, oh, it's not you. Is it Ryan? Oh, it might have been Ryan. It might have been Ryan. Anyway, so Newcastle top of the league. They just beat Aston Villa 5-1. Sorry, to any Villa fans, but you got humbled. Emery out, maybe. Emery out. I don't know. Anyway, Josh, we'll start with you. It's Newcastle top of the league now. They beat Aston Villa 5-1. What are your thoughts on this game?
Nah, brilliant performance from Newcastle. Honestly, brilliant. I mean, I'm happy that Newcastle won the league. Won the league.
Won
Bloody
the
hell.
league.
I'm
They're top
happy.
of the league. They haven't
Newcastle
won it
did
yet.
win the league.
I'm happy Newcastle beat Aston Villa.
Yeah, congratulations, Newcastle. You've won the league.
They deserve. They
Clip
deserve.
it.
They deserve to win. To beat Aston
Yeah,
Villa.
let's clip
They had the
that.
better quality. And
Someone
no,
clip 52 minutes. 52 minutes. Clip it.
overall,
That's-
Newcastle had a better game than Aston Villa. I still think Aston Villa are gonna do amazing this year, but we've got you play Newcastle, who, in my opinion, is a beast compared to Aston Villa. Look, overall, good game, very good game.
No, but do you believe Newcastle can win the league? As you said,
What?
you said Newcastle
You literally
won
said
the
Mate,
league.
Newcastle won.
mate, I by mistake said
Oh,
that.
right.
Shut up. Come on, man. Shut up.
You still said they won the league. You can't say that.
Lads,
Yeah.
lads.
That's like saying Arsenal won the league when Man City won. Anyway, JPT, what are your thoughts on this game?
Oh, I mean, I was expecting this would be like a close 3-2. Because I loved the rebuild that Unai has done with Villa, but I don't know if it was after Tyrone Mings' injury, which I hope he has a speedy recovery.
Oh, he's
That looked horrible. Yeah, that just looked like terrible. But you know what? It's weird. It's been nothing but injuries this whole weekend. But anyways, but Tonali, oh my God, Newcastle have their number 8 set to go. Suits the kit perfectly. He's got his home for the next few years. So we're gonna expect Newcastle to be, competing again, top 4, top 5, whatever it may be, maybe making a good run for Champions League, but they just would not get off the gas pedal, and they just kept scoring. So that's a team to fear. I don't think this is a good reflection of Villa. Again, because of the injury for me, I don't know how much that really impacted on the game, but wasn't that their captain? Isn't that
Yeah,
their captain at Villa?
No,
So it is a
what are your
big
thoughts on
loss.
Harvey Barnes' performance? Because Harvey Barnes got a goal off the bench. What are your thoughts on his performance?
I think he did well. I mean, everyone that Newcastle attack played well.
Isaac as
Callum
well.
Wilson got
Isaac
his
and
goal.
Wilson played. Yeah,
Isaac as
got-
well.
Isaac,
Tonali.
he's in my fantasy team, so thank you, Isaac.
Ooh. I mean, yeah, it you had to have at least like any of the attackers from either squad in your fantasy team. I'm still bitter about Kevin De Bruyne's injury because I had like
Oh
an idiot
yeah,
had him
I
as
had
a
Grealish.
captain.
I had Grealish, and he didn't even start. At least you got a point
Uh,
there. I had Grealish, and he didn't even start. So I literally So I had Grealish right because I got told to put him in, and I had Foden, and I transferred out Foden for Grealish, and Grealish didn't even start. So I bought Ake in for Walker because Walker got injured, and I bought in Rodri for Grealish because Grealish is not playing. So Rodri's going to get me points, and Ake is going to get me points as well. But listen, I put Haaland captain, so anyone who put not Haaland captain is just dumb. 26
Yeah.
points, ladies and gentlemen. What did you get? 6 points for Rashford? Oh, 20 points for Saka? 26 points. Hold that. Hold that. Anyway,
that was my fault. I had Holland as captain. I panicked.
wait, did you have him as captain?
I had him as captain, and I was like, wait, Kevin De Bruyne might just be giving assists left and
Oh
right.
no, you didn't put him captain,
then-
did you?
And I put him captain.
Oh
I put him, I was like, he's
my
gonna,
god.
and then I see the injury. I'm like, that's what I get.
Bro, you should have put Haaland captain. What are you doing?
Because I thought he was just going to give assists, maybe score a goal too. I was like, you know what? Alvarez kind of does get
Are
involved
you
in the
going to
goals as
transfer
well.
out
Like,
De Bruyne? Are you going to transfer out De Bruyne?
I have to. Oh yeah.
Who are you going to get in? Who are you going to get in?
I have to see who's like what I can
Get
get.
him
But
Rodri.
De Bruyne,
Get him Rodri.
Rodri. I mean, he did good too today or in the game. But I gotta see who's gonna be more like an attack. I gotta see who's available. But yeah, that's just fantasy talk.
Yeah.
But
Carl, before we move on, what are your thoughts on Newcastle game?
The game was a very good game, to be honest.
Yeah.
A smashing result of 5-1. That is impressive. By the way, did Tonali play in that game?
Yeah, Tonali played. He made his debut and he scored.
oh,
And
Yeah,
Diaby scored in his debut as well. Diaby, the Aston Villa player.
He's a late midfielder.
Yeah,
Tonali.
he's the one yeah. Oh no, Tonali's a midfielder.
Yeah, is he a DM or a CM?
CM.
see him.
Not a DM.
No, not DM. CM.
No, he's in
Because
number 8.
for me, I always use him as a DM though.
Who did Tonali used to play for, by the way? Who did he used to play for?
Milan, I think.
AC Milan.
AC Milan.
AC Milan, that's it, yeah. Does he play for Italy internationally?
Yeah, I think he does. It under 21. He played for the Euros under 21.
Oh, he
Italy.
played for the Euros, yeah. How old is Tonali?
He should maybe be 20 years, if I'm not wrong.
24,
Let me
maybe?
search.
Okay, that guy is gonna be.
Nah, he's 23.
23.
Let's have a look.
Okay.
Tonali age. He is 20.
Yeah,
He's 20. He's 20.
23.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so Tonali's 20, so he's quite young. That is so weird. Tonali's 20 years old. He's a year older than me.
No, I thought
That's
no.
weird.
Tonali is 23.
No, I searched up and it says Tonali's 20.
Nah, I searched on Google. It
Sandro
says 23
no,
though.
Sandri. Date of birth 8th. No, he was born on the. Oh yeah, he was born on the 8th of May 2004. That's weird because I was born on the 7th of May 2004, and he was born 4 years before me, so he must be 24 this year, or he must be 23. But on Google it says he's 20, so they haven't updated it.
No,
Yeah,
I
no,
searched
he was
on
born in
Google right
2000.
now, and it says 23.
Yeah, Wikipedia says 23. Yeah. And he was. Where was he born? He was born in Lodi in Italy. So. But listen, good win for Newcastle. We're going to wrap up soon, but big up JP for joining. I just want to say Ryan did leave. You can catch him on Huddersfield Fan TV on his channel and also on socials on Twitter and Instagram. Josh, you can find him Spurs Live on Instagram. He does everything, all Spurs, transfer talk and news. You can also find him on YouTube Spurs Live as well. He just hit 1.1k, so big up for that. But yeah, Josh, I put him on solo screen. He decided to leave, so... Big up, Josh, anyway. Good guest to have on. Always a laugh to argue with him and stuff. JPD as well. It's good to have a Chelsea fan on and, of course, a United fan because, obviously, Arrest has got a stream now. So we actually are going to end now. We're going to just go through a few comments So guys, let's get your top 5 prediction, because obviously the top 5 is going to get Champions League this season. So JPT, we'll start with you. What's your top 5 prediction?
Man, it's now with KDB on. I still want to say City is going to end up on top. Arsenal, just based on how they play with Forest against Forest, even with Timber, that's such a big loss. But I think they'll be fine. I see them finishing second. Chelsea now with this new midfield third. Fourth, I would say. I want to say Newcastle, and then
Newcastle.
No. Liverpool, they need that DM.
So who's finishing fifth?
That's where I think it might be United, because they still need the defensive midfielder
Really?
and a
United? I
striker.
thought United finished third. My top 5 is Arsenal, Man City, United, Newcastle, and Liverpool. And I do think Chelsea will finish 6th.
It is possible. It just depends on the rest of this window.
Football Overseas, what's your top 5?
My top 5 is Man City, Arsenal, Man United, Newcastle, and Liverpool. I think Chelsea will finish number 6 or 7.
And then finally, I think it's pretty obvious, but what's your guys' bottom 3? I'm going to go Luton, Sheffield, and Wolves.
I'm going Sheffield. Mike, I don't want to put down Luton already, but I'm going to say Bournemouth, Sheffield, and
Luton.
Maybe Wolves. I mean, the one thing.
Yeah.
The one thing with Wolves is that they can't.
Wait, so you think Luton will stay up?
Score goal. Barely. I think they'll get the 17th spot.
What do you think about Burnley? Do you think they'll finish quite high?
Not as high. Like I would say, like top 8 maybe, but I would say they'll probably finish like 13th.
And finally, to Overseas, what's your bottom 3?
For me, it is Bournemouth, Sheffield United, and Luton Town.
Yeah, so we're going to go through some of the games. We're not going to talk about them. So Sheffield United lost to Crystal Palace 1-0. Fulham beat Everton 1-0. Brighton, who are now second in the league, beat Luton 4-1. Bournemouth drew to West Ham 1-1. We talked about them games. Obviously, Timber is injured, so we won't really talk about that, but Timber is out for the season. We talked about, obviously, Declan Rice. I haven't talked about it since he's joined. Big signing for us. Good for him. And, of course, the announcement today that Arsenal have signed David Raya, baby. He's joined Arsenal, our 5th signing, is it? So Rice, Havertz, Timber, 4th signing. And we're going to make 5 by the end of the window. And the Champions League draw is on deadline day. So let's see how far we make it in the Champions League. I think we can win the FA Cup. I think we can go all the way in the League Cup, maybe. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. A rest stream is happening right now. I don't know if it's delayed or late. And I know a few people, I think Josh left because he's going on a rest stream, actually. And Ryan isn't. But make sure you go check out a rest stream, Rest Looks Football. Before we go, we always have to do this. Let's shout at your socials. JPT, starting off with you. Where can we find you on YouTube and Instagram?
Both on Instagram and YouTube, the Out of Time Podcast. The name might change on the YouTube channel, but we'll see what it is, because now I'm switching it to not just for me, but also for me and a couple of.
So what are you changing the name to?
We're still kind of making a decision on that. We're like brainstorming ideas. Right now, we're keeping the Out of Time Podcast. I kind of prepared for it in case this was going to happen. I didn't want it to be JPT Talks Football or whatever, not just about me, but just, with the collective of people. But
by the way, what is your real name? Is it JPT?
JP is my first name, and then T is like my last name initial.
Oh, right. JP is your first name?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, right, okay.
But thanks.
Wait, where can we find you on YouTube and Instagram? The Out of Time Podcast.
The Out of Time Podcast, all one word. You'll I'm not really on Twitter. That place is a cesspool, but it is what it is. But thank you for having me on.
It's not even called Twitter anymore. It's called X now. So
I'm not gonna call it X.
Yeah, I'm not gonna call it X. Right. Finally, Overseas, big up for making your debut, of course, Kyle. Obviously, message me on Instagram. Oh, JPT's gone now.
Yeah.
Right, Football Overseas, where can we find you on YouTube and Instagram, or do you not have a YouTube yet?
Now I have a YouTube. You can subscribe to me on YouTube at Football Overseas, and you can follow me on Instagram at _F4YT2019 _.
Big up, mate. Big up. Josh obviously left, and Ryan, you can find him at Huddersfield Fan TV. Big up, guys. I'm the host, Ollie Sinclair, or Oliver Sinclair. You can call me Ollie, though. You can catch me here on DJ SINCLAIRO. I'm also on a few other channels. Was on Coach's Corner and the other day with Manny. I was also on a stream hosted by Manny on a Rest Talks Football. That was really good. So okay, yeah, catch a Rest Talks Football live now. I think they're live. I don't know if they're delayed. I'm gonna go watch that after this stream. Big up for overseas. Go subscribe and follow to him. Big up JPT. He did actually leave. He's probably joining a rest stream or he's a bit busy. Oh, he's left as well. So it's just me. So yeah, you can catch me here at DJ SINCLAIRO. I'm also on Coach's Corner, Villa TV. I actually did the video on Villa TV. I don't know if it's out yet. Huddersfield Fan TV, Rest Talks Football here, Stephen Featley. So yeah, a few other channels. Delbo Gunner TV, Daddy and the Don. But yeah, DJ SINCLAIRO on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe. Watch my videos for public watch hours. Make sure you like my videos. I'm also can you guys please do me a favor? Please do subscribe and also check out my Beautiful Days remix, Beautiful Days live views video. We are 5 views away from 1K, which I think is my 20th video to hit 1K. My most viewed video has 60,000 views, and overall I have 300,000 views. So big up for that. Apart from that, Instagram Ollie.Sinclair556. Just hit 800 followers. I follow over 6,000 people, but I do stories. I do stories about music, about football, politics, dance music, stuff like that. You can also catch my posts, some recent posts. I went to the Emirates Stadium tour. I did a post about that. I did a post about me going to Turkey. I did my most recent post is a live stream I did with Jamie and Unbiased TV, Josh. But yeah, I also, if you want to, I got a hat, the Somerset hat, and I also actually got myself a new football the other day. Yeah, I bought a few goods. Bought a Highway Code. I actually bought this water bottle as well that you can see me drinking now. Some lovely Vimto squash. And I actually have McDonald's for tea, so I haven't had anything for tea at the moment. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Aaron on Instagram, so fan page 1 on Instagram as well. Just hit 800 on there. So 200 away from both accounts to 1K. So let's get 1K and 1.1K on here. Let's get that very soon. Ollie's Epic 556 on TikTok on the road to 500. Currently got 415, I want to say. DJ SINCLAIRO, all capitals on SoundCloud. Recently done a sped up of Becky Hill, Disconnect by Jason Status. And also done a remix of Hold On Tight by Saints, which is one of my favorite sped ups. Make sure you check that out because it hasn't got many views. Mixcloud, DJ SINCLAIRO 556, very active on there. I did a 20-minute mix out today, my 4th one, which is out today. Yesterday, I did a DJ SINCLAIRO mix, which is usually on a Wednesday, but I did it on Monday. And then Thursday, the day after the game, I came back from holiday, or the morning, I came back at 4 a.m. and I woke up and put the mix up. 1 hour mix, Who Does This Mix special. And DJ SINCLAIRO in the Mix 37 is out. So make sure you go check out its mixes if you want to listen to good music, if you want to chill out and stuff like that. And check out my sped up songs if you like music that's sped up. TikTok, you can find me reviewing Prime. You can find me, promoting music, talking about holiday and stuff like that. But yeah, Ollie556 on TikTok, Ollie.Sinclair556 on Instagram, Ollie's Epic 556 on Instagram, and on Instagram for fan page 1, DJ SINCLAIRO on YouTube. But very, very thank you guys for watching. Game Week 1 review. It's really good to have the Premier League back. It's really good to be back on the channel. Game Week 2 review will be out next week, probably Wednesday, Tuesday. I really, really want to get Connor on the channel. I know Ryan was in the stream today, and Ryan and Connor don't really get on that well, and I don't want to say that personally. And also, big up Hannah for the thumbnail. So yeah, big up Overseas, aka Carl, for joining. Big up JPT for joining Ad Time Podcast. Make sure you subscribe to him and subscribe to Football Overseas. Big up Josh Spurs Live for joining. Make sure you follow him and subscribe to him. And big up Huddersfield Fan TV Ryan for joining. Unfortunately, Huddersfield aren't doing that well. Arsenal starting the campaign off with a win. Let's start on as we mean to go on. Community Shield win. Let's beat Crystal Palace away. Bolton tonight as well. Come on, Bolton. We'll see you guys later. Good night, guys. Don't do anything I would do and the other panelists would do. Big up people in the comments. Big up Adaton Podcast and big up Aiden. Not as many people in the comments who liked, but everyone's watching a rest stream. So go enjoy a rest stream. Good night, guys. Come on, you Gunners.
Time to stay from